going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going diving with my friend Hunter. We're going to bring the 3-prongs and mostly focus on 3-pronging, if not solely focus on it. We're going for invasive species today, so there's 3 of them in Hawaii here. There's Roi, To'ao, and Ta'ape. Roi is our main target species because they are the most destructive to Hawaii's reefs. All 3 of them were introduced in about the 1950s to provide a new source of food and hunting material for the people here in Hawaii, but they just grew out of control with no natural predators, and now they run rampant and they take over territory and kill millions of native fish every year. So we're going to go out, try and clean up our local reef and do some damage with the 3-prong, get some good practice in with stalking, breath hold, 3-pronging, all of that good stuff, and at the same time help out the reef that we take from and try and give back a little bit. But yeah, so I'm gonna go get Hunter right now, and then we're gonna jump in the water and try and get a bunch of invasives down. So I'll see you guys there. Shoots. I also forgot to mention that Hunter and I are running a little bit of a competition. So we're doing most invasives on the 3-prong and then biggest fish as well. Here's just a pretty healthy Minpachi hole that I found. Some good sized ones in there, but we weren't after native fish today, just invasive, so I left these guys alone. But if I'm ever wanting Minpachi, I'll just come back to this hole. Hopefully there's more and bigger ones. So here's the first Roi. I saw that you can see him go into that hole right there. I saw that one and a couple other bigger ones, but the bigger ones kind of took off, so I just focused on this smaller one here. And the bigger ones were somewhere in this rock. There's a small one. Kind of hid myself from him because he wasn't really in range yet. There, he's kind of in range, but the coral head was a little in my way, so I dropped down again. Usually Roi's, when you're hunting, and he actually pops out right there in that little hole. But when Rois see you, a lot of times what they'll do is what that Roi did, which is they'll stare at you and flap their fins a little bit. And usually they stay there for a certain amount of time, but if you kind of hide yourself again from their view, it kind of resets, like it's like a reset button. It makes them comfortable again, makes them want to look at you some more, and you might get a better shot. So when that Roi saw me, I kind of adjusted myself to get lower so that he couldn't see me, and then he came up again to try and look at me again, and eventually he came out in that other hole. But it's kind of like, just if you're not in a good position to take the shot at them, then just try and hide yourself, and a lot of times that'll work in resetting that little thing that they do. Because once they look at you for a certain amount of time, eventually they get scared and they swim away. So here's another Roi. He's in a hole again, I think. Yeah, he's underneath that coral head. Small one, you can kind of see him in there. The baby ones are pretty dumb. They're not nearly as smart as the bigger ones, but even the bigger ones, if you have a gun, it's pretty much guaranteed you can get at least a few of the big ones, if not every single one that you see. But a lot of times people will kind of pass up on them because they're good eating, but people are a lot of times worried about ciguatera, which Rois are kind of known to have. So people pass up on them a lot, and it's also kind of a hassle, like reloading your gun just to shoot a Roi, a fish that you're not even going to eat. But it really helps out the reef. Us, our spear fishermen and fishermen, are kind of the only ones who are really regulating their population right now in terms of people. I think now, since they've been around for so long, that other things are starting to eat them, but not as much as they eat the native fish that they're used to, like sharks and stuff. But you know, it's just fishermen and spear fishermen really help out with curbing the population, and roys are super destructive. I was just pointing to a kaku over there. You can kind of see the black tips of his fins. But as I was saying, roys are super destructive, especially toals and taapes too, but roys especially because they have a big mouth. They're grouper, species of grouper, and they eat a lot of reef fish every year, native reef fish every year. And it really, as you can see in this video, there's almost no other good eating native fish in this video. It's all just, you know, nai-nais and stuff, which are okay, but like kumus and goatfish, other stuff like that, roys will eat them all the time. So in this clip, Hunter shot a roy and he was worried that his 3-prong was gonna, the roy was gonna get off if he pulled his 3-prong out. So he left it, and then he asked me to go down and put a second shot in it just to secure the fish. You can see him right there. But yeah, roys, and the bigger ones especially, they have a huge mouth and they eat so many native fish every year. It's ridiculous, and it really helps out when we take them out of the water, as many as we can. Obviously, one or two people going out like this and shooting a few of them is not going to do much, but if a lot of people are doing it all the time, at least when they see a couple, just shoot them, it does help out. So there's Hunter going back down for his 3-prong, and then there's the roy that he shot. For the competition, we counted this as his because he did shoot it first. So in this clip, when you shoot roys, it's a lot of times, like I said, people don't really eat them. You kind of just are killing them so that they don't eat more reef fish. So in this clip, I actually hit one somewhere in the mid-body or the guts or something. But as you can see there, he gets off. But that injury, he's probably going to die from it. Or hopefully, that's the goal. Hopefully he dies from it. And that still accomplishes the goal of taking them off the reef. This is a toal that Hunter shot in that hole right next to it. And he actually, it was such a tight fit that he couldn't get the toal out. So he just pulled his 3-prong out. The toal was already dead. And so we couldn't get it out after. But it ended up floating out and I found it. Here's a big roy. My camera died, so I didn't get the actual shot on camera. But I hit him, and my 3-prong actually went all the way through his body. That was the biggest fish of the day, so I won that category. And I also ended up winning the numbers category too in our competition because I shot 5 roys, and then Hunter shot 2 toals and a roy. There's the haul. So everything on that kui was done with the 3-prong. We had our guns, but we never ended up using it because, like I said, we weren't going after anything native, and it's good to practice with the 3-prong. So, fun dive. Alright guys, so as I said in the other clip, I shot some of these, Hunter shot out some of these. I shot this one right here, and you guys know the challenge was biggest fish with the 3-prong and most invasives with the 3-prong. So I got 5 total. So I got the first 3 roys. So I got this one, and this one, small ones. And then Hunter got the next 3 invasives. So he got 2 toals and then the 1 good sized roy right there. And then I got the last 2. So I won the challenge, but yeah. But overall, just a solid day of cleaning up the reef. Managed to get some nice invasives off, and yeah, just help out from the reef that we take from. So yeah, I'm gonna clean some of these, probably just the toals, but maybe one of the smaller roys, because ciguatera is a toxin that builds up in fish over time. So bigger fish are more likely to have it. So the smaller roys might be okay. But the 12s for sure I'll probably eat, and the rest I'll use for chum or fertilizer, something like that. But yeah, solid day out. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really had a blast shooting all of those invasives with the 3-prong, especially because you guys know, if you watch my last video, I love 3-pronging. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Remember, make sure if you enjoyed, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. It really helps out my channel. And we recently just hit 3,000 subscribers. By the time I'm probably gonna post this, it's probably gonna be past Christmas, but Merry Christmas to you all. Happy New Year. Thank you all so much for 3,000 subscribers, and I appreciate all of your guys' love and support. And if you guys enjoyed my content, I would really appreciate it if you guys continue to support me. It really means the world. And yeah, so I got a special video coming out for you guys. Should be next week's video. It should be, but yeah, so for 3,000 subscribers, it should be a pretty sick video. I'm hoping if everything goes to plan, I'm gonna have a really cool set of clips for you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoy that too. But Happy New Year to you all, Merry Christmas, and thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Shoots, everybody.